Welcome everyone. We are discussing equivalence relation. Today I will discuss some important result of equivalence relation. So R and S are equivalence relations. Intersection of two equivalence relation is equivalence. But union of two equivalence relation is not equivalence in general. So let us consider the first one. Intersection of two equivalence relation is an equivalence relation. So let R and S are equivalence relation. To prove R intersection S is equivalence. So reflexivity. So since R and S are reflexive, therefore AA belongs to R and AA belongs to S. Then A belongs to R, A belongs to S. This implies from idea of set A belongs to R intersection S. A belongs to R, A belongs to S. Therefore, A belongs to R intersection S. So, R intersection S is reflexive. So, this is reflexive relation. Then we have to prove it is symmetric and it is also transitive. So since R and S are symmetricity, let A B belongs to A such that AB belongs to R intersection S. Sorry. Let A belongs to A, B belongs to A, such that AB belongs to R intersection S. The order pair AB belongs to R intersection S. So this implies from our concept of set AB belongs to R and AB belongs to S. So common area, so AB belongs to S and intersection means and AB belongs to S. Now AB belongs to R implies BA belongs to R. Since R is symmetric and here AB belongs to S, so BA belongs to S. S is symmetric. So AB belongs to R and AB belongs to R implies BA belongs to R. R is symmetric. AB belongs to S implies BA belongs to S. S is symmetric. Therefore, BA, the order pair BA belongs to R intersection S. Belongs to R intersection S. So, R intersection S is symmetric. Listen again. A belongs to A, B belongs to B, such that AB belongs to R intersection S. So intersection stands for and. So AB belongs to R and AB belongs to S. Now from symmetricity we can say BA belongs to R, BA belongs to S. So BA belongs to R intersection S. So BA is R intersection S is symmetric. Then we have to prove tangential relation. Now we have to verify tangential relation. Let A, B, C belongs to A such that AB belongs to R, BC belongs to AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, and AB belongs to S and BC belongs to S. AB belongs to S and BC belongs to S. So R is AB belongs to R and AB belongs to S. AB belongs to R intersection S and BC belongs to R intersection S. ABC belongs to A. Let us take AB belongs to R intersection S and BC belongs to R intersection S. So this implies AB belongs to R and AB belongs to S. Here BC belongs to R and BC belongs to S. Now this implies AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R. AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R. Also AB belongs to S and BC belongs to S. Since R is tangential, it is given that R is tangential, equivalence. Therefore, it is tangential. So, if we combine, AC belongs to R. AC is tangential. If we combine it, AC belongs to S. So, here AC belongs to R and AC belongs to S. This implies AC also belongs to R intersection S. AC belongs to R intersection S. So R intersection S is tangential. Listen again. For tangential relation, we have to take two order here. So let ABC belongs to AB and such that AB belongs to R intersection S and BC belongs to R intersection S. Second element is same. So if we expand it, AB belongs to R and AB belongs to BC belongs to R, BC belongs to S. So AB belongs to R here BC belongs to R. Since R is tangential, therefore AC belongs to R. AB belongs to S, BC belongs to S. So AC belongs to S. So AC belongs to R intersection S. So R intersection S is tangential. Therefore, R intersection S is SRT relation and hence equivalence. And hence it is equivalence relation. So this is most interesting, most important property in WB JEE. So you must remember the result. Result are given. R and S are equivalence. Whether R intersection S is equivalence or not. Now Number 2, union. Number 2, union of two equivalence relation is not necessarily an equivalence relation. Union is not necessarily an equivalence relation. That is, it may be equivalence or not. So you know, for disproving a theorem, examples are sufficient. So let R and S are two equivalence relation. R two equivalence relation. R and S are two equivalence relation. So suppose R equals to 1, 1. Take in general AA, BB, CC. So AB, BC. So it is defining A, where A is ABC. Now look, AA, BB, CC. A, B, C, C belongs to R, so it is reflexive. Now look, AB belongs to R, and suppose this one is BA. AB belongs to, so opposite reverse relation also belongs to it. And if you take reverse of it, you get same. So it is symmetric also. Now transitive. Look, AA. And this is AB. A starts with A. Belongs to R implies AB belongs to. Now if you start with BB, BA belongs to R implies BA belongs to. There is no scope of verification of CC because there is no order. We are starting with C. So all properties are verified. So R is an equivalence relation. So these R is an equivalence relation. Now similarly, we take S, A, to make it reflexive, we need this. Suppose BC if we take, then CB. So with similar argument, S is also an equivalence relation. Now what is R union S? AA, BB, CC, AB, BA, BC, CB. This is R union S. Now obviously this is R union S is reflexive. A, BB, CC belongs to R. Obviously R union S is symmetric because reverse of AB is BA, reverse of BC is CB. Now you prove tangible. Now look, BB, BC, A, BB, so look, AB, BC belongs to R. AB and BC belongs to R union S. And if we combine it, AC does not belongs to R union S. AC is not in R union S. Therefore, it is not, R union S is not transitive. So, it is not transitive. Hence, union of two equivalence relation is not necessarily an equivalence relation. So, this proof is in this result. Result 2, this is important for board exam. General proof is not needed, this one, the converse one. So, intersection of two equivalence relation is equivalence, but union is not equivalence in general. Now, one more result. If R is an equivalence relation in A, then inverse relation R to the power minus 1 is also an equivalence relation. Inverse relation. So, reflexivity. So, A belongs to A. Let AA belongs to R. So, what is inverse relation? R equals to AB. AB belongs to A. R inverse equals to BA. AB belongs to A. So, AB belongs to R. This implies, what is the inverse one? AB. So, inverse one is also A. A belongs to R inverse. Therefore, R inverse is reflexive. Then symmetric. Let AB belongs to A and AB order pair belongs to R inverse. Therefore, from definition of inverse relation, BA belongs to. Now, since R is symmetric, R is equivalence. Therefore, R satisfies symmetric relation. So, AB belongs to R. R is symmetric. So, AB belongs to R inverse implies AB belongs to R. AB belongs to R. Let AB belongs to R inverse. So, BA belongs to R. So, AB belongs to R. AB belongs to R. This implies BA belongs to R inverse. BA belongs to R inverse. Therefore, what is our conclusion? AB belongs to R implies BA belongs to R inverse. So, R inverse is symmetric. Listen again. AB belongs to A and AB belongs to R inverse. We have to show BA belongs to R inverse. So, AB belongs to R inverse. From definition of inverse relation, reverse order pair belongs to R. Now, R is symmetric, therefore, AB belongs to R. So, from inverse relation, BA belongs to R inverse. So, AB belongs to R inverse implies BA belongs to R inverse. So, R inverse is symmetric. For transitive, let ABC belongs to capital A. So, AB belongs to R inverse. and BC belongs to R inverse. We have to prove AC belongs to R inverse. Then R inverse is tangent. So let us verify. AB belongs to R inverse. So BA belongs to R. This is CB belongs to now this is AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R. BC belongs to R. AB belongs to R inverse, BA belongs to R. So AB belongs to R because R is symmetric. CB belongs to R. So BC belongs to R. R is symmetric. Now BC belongs to R and AB belongs to R implies BA belongs to R. BA belongs to R. R is transitive. So BA belongs to R. BC, no. So AB, BC belongs to R. So CB so right, no need of using symmetric relation. CB belongs to R and BA belongs to R implies CA belongs to R. CA belongs to R. R is transitive. R is transitive. So AC belongs to R inverse. So AC belongs to R inverse. Listen again. AB belongs to R inverse, BC belongs to R inverse. We have to prove AC belongs to R inverse. So we have already got it. Listen again. AB belongs to, so BA belongs to R. CB belongs to R. Now CB belongs to R. This one at first. And BA belongs to R. Implies CA belongs to R. Because R is transitive. And CA, this implies AC belongs to R inverse. So R inverse is transitive. So R inverse is SRT relation. Hence it is equivalence. Hence it is equivalence. So you remember this result also. Now solve a problem. So A equals to 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Write smallest equivalence relation. Smallest, from A you have to find smallest equivalence relation. We know reflexive relation, that is 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. This is an equivalence relation. So this reflexive relation is smallest equivalence relation. You always remember smallest equivalence relation. Smallest equivalence relation is identity relation. Identity relation. Listen again. Smallest equivalence relation is identity relation. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. This is smallest. And if we write biggest equivalence relation. You know, this is universal relation. This is universal relation. Universal relation. That is relation A cross A. That is 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. So you remember these two together. Smallest equivalence relation and biggest equivalence relation. Now one more problem. So that equivalence relation on A equals to 1 to 3 containing 1, 2 and 2, 1 is 2. Containing 1, 2 and 2. So one equivalence relation, we know A equals to, so these three elements must belongs to equivalence relation. Then you have to take 1, 2 and 2, 1. So we have already proved that this is equivalence relation. To prove theorem, R equals to A, B, B, C, C, A, B and B, A is equivalence relation. Now R2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 2, 1. Now if we take one more, 2, 3 and 3, 2. Then look, 2, 1 and 2, 3 belongs to R. R2 implies 1, 3 belongs to S. So 1, 3 belongs to S. 1, 3 does not belongs to R2. So R2 is not equivalence relation. So to make R2 equivalence relation, you have to add one additional 1, 3. Now if 1, 3 belongs to R2, then 3, 1 must belongs to this, because to prove symmetric relation. So now R2 is, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is universal relation. So this is the biggest relation. So you are getting only two relation, R1 and R2. So smallest, so that equivalence relation on 2 containing 1, 2 and 2, 1 is 2. So to make it equivalence, this 1, 2 and 2, 1 must be added. So we have already proved that this one is equivalence. Now R2, this one okay, then 3, 2 and 2, 3. So to prove transitive, we are seeing that 1, 3 does not belong to S. So it is not transitive, so that's why we have to take 1, 3. And if 1, 3 is included, 3, 1 must be included. So this is the highest equivalence relation. So we are getting two equivalence relations. So today, through this video, we have discussed some important result of equivalence relations. These concepts are useful for West Bengal JEE also. So thank you for today.